What day is it? It's a Wednesday. And Saturday, I don't even know what day it is. Alright, 300 coins, that's fine, I'll take it. Hey, this game should like let me open one of these packs and just give me like Pink Kevin Durant. Or like Opal Oscar Robertson. So this is one where you now get Opal KG 400k. Let's see, 388k, not as bad, but still pretty bad. 496k, well that might also be because he has Diamond Shoe and contract. 100k, borderline buy now. And another borderline buy now. 214k, I could probably buy him with my Michael Jordan money. I saw him. Borderline buy now again. 160k. This card is going for more than these two. 100k. So buy now, but expensive. Buy now, you can buy them for like 80k. I'd definitely buy that. 90k, alright. 42k. The fuck? Like, that's cheap as hell. I mean, getting these are gonna cost easily a couple million MT. What is it? Triple Threat Online. Screw. Community Hub. Largest auction house sale last 7 days. All time it's a Giannis. That makes a lot of sense. Since everybody's gonna use the cheesiest card in the game. I am going for my 500th win today. I'm going for 500 wins on day 6. Maybe I should go for 600 tomorrow and just like day 11 I end up getting 1,000. Maybe I go for like 540 today. Like, I'm gonna go for a lot today just because I have nothing to do. I have a couple things around my house to do, but like nothing major. Besides like eating food. Damn, buddy. There's that one time that your crush calls you buddy, so you realize that you are in the friend zone. Like, that's when you've officially peaked friend zone, is when she calls you buddy. When you're hanging out, she says like to new friends. Well, that play though was smart. I mean, I could have just like tried going through his legs, randomly showing up out of nowhere. Last night I played until like midnight trying to get to 500, but I guess like I just kind of got off because I was like, you know, it's almost 1 a.m. I'm not gonna be playing until 1 a.m. I ended up going to bed at like 2 a.m. last night. Anyway, but like I wasn't trying to grind to 500 wins, even though it was day 5. So I mean, I still have to go 14 days. Like, I just realized I still have 8 more days of this crap. I'm not leaving my house. Shit, Dominique Wilkins is pretty good. The sad part is Dominique Wilkins is good, but it's like he's just that good. He's a good dunker, but like he isn't very much known for anything besides dunking. That's pretty much all I have to say about him. Like, he's a Hall of Famer, no doubt, but like, you know, his dunking skills are like one of the best in history. But his like everything else are not as known. Like, he's known as an all-star, yes, he's known as the greatest scorer, but he isn't as known about that. Like, he's known as an all-star and just a dunker, you know? Jordan is known as, like, the only reason why Jordan is more known, like, if Jordan didn't win 5 MVPs and also, you know, 6 rings along with, like, 6 Finals MVPs, if he didn't win all of his accolades, he wouldn't be as known. If it was all Dominique Wilkins who won those, then Jordan would just be known as a Hall of Famer and a dunker, more of a Hall of Fame dunker. He wouldn't be known as, like, the best player of all time. Dominique Wilkins would be known as the best player of all time. You need to think about that. If one player just swapped accolades with somebody else, even though they had the same play style, then that'd be a whole story. Like, that'd be a whole different story. Like, but, you know, like, Dominique Wilkins is known as just a great dunker. So, and Jordan is known as the GOAT. It's like, you know. But when it goes into a deeper area, they're both, like, they both made a large amount of their career on dunking. They both made the peak of their career based off of dunks. Like, Jordan could hit threes, Jordan could, you know, hit mid-range really well. And he could hit, like, but almost all the clips that you're going to see of Jordan are going to be dunks. You're not going to see, like, the only time you're going to see him hit a 3 is when you're watching highlights of, like, the shrug. Like, that's the thing about Jordan. He's a great player nonetheless. Don't get me wrong. He is probably the greatest player of all time. He is, like, up there with LeBron James, but, you know, when you realize what he's done throughout his career besides just all the scoring, is he's mostly done dunks. He has mostly been known, like, his logo is based off of a dunk. It isn't based off of anything else. It's based off of one dunk that was probably his most iconic dunk of all time. The most iconic dunk of all time. So, it was a very good dunk. He was known for that. But people don't realize that, like, some of these Hall of Famers wouldn't be as known had they not won an MVP, because they'd just be known as a Hall of Famer in that category of where they are at. Julius Erving would be known as one of the greatest dunkers of all time had he not won an MVP. Because he won an MVP and because he was such a good scorer, he is known as also the, well, he's known as the best ABA player of all time, without a doubt. So, had he not won an ABA MVP and an NBA MVP, along with both a ring in both of those leagues, I mean, that's a lot of accolades to strip from him, but, like, you know, he'd just be known as one of the all-time great dunkers. And he'd be in the Hall of Fame, yes. I mean, Scottie Pippen didn't have many accolades. He was known as the sidekick Jordan. But, I mean, I guess his 6 rings kind of helps, and there's also, like, 7 All-Star appearances, so I think that kind of helps. So Scottie Pippen's one of those players who, he wouldn't even be a Hall of Famer if he got his 6 rings if his 6 rings never existed, and if his 6 rings never existed, he probably wouldn't be a Hall of Famer. Because the fact that he was a sidekick to Jordan and he was still one of the greatest players in the league was very hard to realize that that man could have not been a Hall of Famer had he just had 7 All-Star games. Like, if you took away all of Jordan's 6 rings, gave them to the Atlanta Hawks, and gave all of his Finals MVPs to Dominique Wilkins and Spud Webb, and taken all of his, you know, MVPs and giving them to Dominique Wilkins or, whoever else, Jordan would not be known as the greatest player of all time. He'd be known as one of the top 5 dunkers. And he'd still have his signature shoe, the Jordan 1, which I don't think would be as hyped today. Like, the Jordan 1 is one of the most known shoes from Jordan. I mean, when I saw the Jordan 1s, I immediately knew what they were. I know the Jordan 5s, 4s, like 3s. I mean, even though now I see those and I'm like, damn, I want to get a pair. I'm hoping I can get a pair before, the whole coronavirus thing ends, so that I can, get them for dirt cheap. Because, StockX has been lowering their price, and the GOAT app has been lowering their prices a lot, due to the fact that nobody is able to afford shoes. So they're trying to make them a little bit more affordable. But the sad part is my size is the one with the highest demand, because I guess I have the most common size. But I'm really hoping I can snag a pair of Jordan 4s or something like that, retro 4s or retro 3s, for $150. Bro, I see these people on TikTok now just you think your sport's expensive, try this sport, and then they're overpricing the things. This one guy had right hand lube and tissue, which is of course a joke about beating off. And then he had $1 million and stuff. Bro, you could have just jammed that in the face of Kawhi. I'm sorry, the amount of poster dunks I've seen Jordan do recently are just crazy. How is Klay Thompson's shoe not on his feet? He has a signature, but I guess 2K doesn't really add Anta. I don't know why. They had New Balance, which only has two signature shoes for players, which are the 2 Kawhis. I think Kawhi's actually wearing Jordans because he signed with New Balance last year, during the season. Because I guess his contract with Jordan expired last year, and so he's looking for a new company to sign with, and, well, New Balance. Bruh, I was looking at Jordan's wheel of signature shoes, and when I saw the fact that Fila was up there, I was like, wait, what? And then, I'm just chilling there, I'm like, wait, who would wear Fila's in a game? I realized they're made for Grant Hill, and they look like the signature hype beast girls would wear. The girls would wear this shoe in a white color just because they think it's cool and they think they're gonna look good when it's actually really ugly. And I saw that DJ Augustine was there, and I'm like, you clearly don't know how to be a sneakerhead, do you? I see Jimmy Butler's, and I'm like, alright, you know what, those are pretty fresh. I see, some of these Pumas, and I'm like, they're pretty nice, I see all the Jordans, and I'm like, damn. Bitch. Sad part is he just, can behind him. It's like that one time when Klay Thompson was going for a 3, and then he had his hands up ready to shoot, and the ball just slipped out of his hands. So then Shaq's comment was he remembered He got the jump shot knocked down, but he forgot the ball. Like, he's got the jump shot, but he doesn't have the ball. The really sucky thing is that I can't even damage any controllers right now, because I know that if I do, I'm going to be fucked. Like, I'm going to, if I break one, then I don't have any other controllers. Well, there's 2 defenders on me there. That's just disappointing. Like, I'm gonna straight up say it is disappointing if you have 2 defenders on you. It is disappointing for those defenders if they can't block a shot when they have 1 person to guard. When I get that 500 wins, I might just go online and see how many people like are playing online. I'm gonna use AI. And no, I don't have Allen Iverson. I'm talking about Andre Iguodala. Ten. Let's get it, boys. Wait, is that Andre Iguodala? That's Serge Ibaka. Wait, what? I thought that was Andre Iguodala. I know that Serge can also upgrade to an Opal, so I'll see what it takes, and I'll definitely do it. Like, if it's played 10,000 games, I mean, that might be a little bit difficult, but like, Chris Mullin is a piece of shit. Give me Kevin Durant, like, seriously, game. Craig Hodge is going to be on the quick sell block in a second. I don't know if I'm keeping Al Harrington. Maybe it's because I think they might do something. Kyrie 5s. Definitely my favorite Kyrie silhouette is the 5. Those look like NMDs, but without like the style on the left and the right. Without the style on the inside. Okay, I got. Let's see who I got. Guys, pull a random ass Kyrie. Yeah, I just straight pulled a card that isn't even in this set. Okay, well fuck you, 2K. I pulled Rocco. I mean, I'll take Kyrie, because he's gonna go in the quick sell block. And then the quick sell, the auction block. Oh shit, he's only going for 2K? Maybe I just keep him for my collection. Honestly. Robert Covington isn't that bad. He's probably like the tallest player on the team right now. Hold on. How tall is Tyson Chandler? Just curious. Alright, so they have 1 7-footer that I know of. And then Isaiah Hartenstein is another center. So they have 2 7-footers, but neither of them are starters. They're both like bench mobs. They're both bench warmers. Old-timey Warriors playbooks, boys. Vince Carter, you are my dream. I have your jersey behind me. You guys can't see it right now. Cause it is in my fucking closet. I back in a second. I should go and look in my closet. I just heard that they have 2 Raptors players, but they're playing as the Heat. Why? I got the whole squad's laughing, bro. It's funny how I only have 1 jersey that's actually hung up, and the other ones are just kind of like in the top of my closet, I have my Karl Malone jersey, which is hung up. I guess it's kind of a hint towards Karl Malone. If you're watching this, nothing. Don't judge me, guys. I just woke up. So I'm putting on deodorant. I use Axe. Yeah, boys. Quick tip: stay clean. Wait a minute, who's this Davis guy? Oh, Baron Davis. I was like, watch it be Terrence, but then I realized that he only has like an amethyst card. When Vince Carter tries blocking Michael Jordan, but he's blocking the other way. Oh wait, that's an amethyst Baron Davis. So it could have been Terrence Davis because I just drew that animation. That's probably my favorite animation to force, is the bailout. If you don't know what that is, it's just when you're going for like a dunk or a layup or any sort of driving play, or even when you're shooting. When you're in general, when you are getting ready to do something with the possibility of scoring the ball, but you see that there's defenders that are either A, going to block it, or B, going to like contest enough to the point where you have like only a 1% chance of hitting the shot. So a bailout is when you see that quick enough, but you're already in the animation, so you decide to just pass the ball on the spot. You're just like, now there's only like a 3% chance of somebody catching a bailout. I would have done that there, but then I realized that I probably would have gone behind the back pass, and then it would have gone like to the other end of the court like Vince Carter's did. Times the players will actually just follow through with everything that they do. So it's like, if they're going for they'll follow through with that bad shot and play botch it. Alright, once I do a sick move, I have to post up and then score, because then Jordan followed through. I mean, following through there would have just been like, I catch the ball and then I just like shoot it and make it. But, you know. See Thunder Serge Ibaka? So it's like the better version. Here's how many fucking Hall of Fame badges he's gonna get with that pink diamond and opal transformation. Wow, when you're jumping towards the opposite side of the ball, isn't it? Do you know that Chris Boucher is only a 6'9" center? Like, that's one of the weirdest things to see. Like, you know, I get it, he's considered undersized and he can run center, but it's like, it's hard to think that he's lanky. Like, he's fairly lanky in my opinion, and he's a 6'9" center. Like, I'd see him running power forward a lot. I would say that he could be a better backup power forward, because like Serge Ibaka and Marc Gasol are like 6'11" to 7 foot, so they run the proper height for center. I would see Boucher coming off as a power forward. Like, you know, he'd be a really good backup power forward, but guarding centers and being guarded by centers is going to be really hard, because a lot of centers for certain teams are like the primary scoring option. Therefore, you're going to be guarding a lot better centers. I mean, technically, a player who is now just like for any other team besides the Raptors would be like a decent quality starting center, maybe even just a role player, like a bench center, did hold Joel Embiid to 0 points. And yes, I am talking about that one time Marc Gasol held Joel Embiid like 0 for 7. He held him like 0 for 7, and he did like, he couldn't do anything. Bro, it's insane to see that Zion Williamson is the only guy named Zion Williamson to have played against the Lakers and dropped 26 points at the age of 19 and have eaten Honey Nut Cheerios for breakfast. Yeah, that's ESPN logic, by the way. Like, Zion Williamson, they're like drinking his bath water. Thank God he probably takes showers. Like, Taco takes showers sitting down, I swear. I saw him make a TikTok post, because yes, I watch TikTok, I'm addicted. And he was like, this is how I shower. I have showers up to like here on him. And then he's like, this is what it's like to be 7'7" or 7'5" realistically. Like, this is how I shower, and it's showing like it's up to his chest is how his shower curtain is. So he has like crouch/sit down, like he probably has a chair in there, or he has like one of those detachable showers, and like, those like shower things that detach. 10. Oh my God! I just got 2 straight 10s. But it's like, he probably has one of those ones that's detachable so then he can at least get his head a little bit. Like, just a tiny bit. Just enough to the point where it's considered clean hair. And then, he has like, so he probably has a detached shower curtain and like, or shower nozzle, whatever, faucet, whatever you want to call it. How it comes in handy because he can like reach the top shelf, he can reach everything. So he doesn't even need, like, he can do it flat-footed, so it's really easy. But then he showed how he goes through doors and he's like, oh. He's like, he just no words needed. He just needed like number 3 to go through a doorway, and his head almost hit the doorway. And then he said number 4, and he showed how him getting into his car, like him sitting in his car, is like any of us in a go-kart. Like, he has to have his knees nearly pressed against his chest. Like, I'm gonna say this, Taco should probably get like a big truck when he can afford it. He should probably get like a massive truck or something on those lines, so then he can have like a little bit of room. Because I know that some of those bigger trucks are harder for short people to drive. Like, you need to be around 5'6" to 6 foot to even be able to reach the pedals. So get like the biggest possible car that requires like you to be quite tall to even be able to drive it, and then you have to move the seat all the way back and then recline it all the way back, and then that's going to be fairly comfortable for him probably. Like, you'll be able to stretch out his legs a little bit. Like, I don't think any cars are built for 7'5" beasts, but like, they're more built for like 6'8" people. A lot more cars are built for like a max height for the driver of like 6'8", 6'9", So they're built for more like, they can be used by taller people, but even those people are kind of like uncomfortable or at least a little bit crammed. But none of them are built to a point where their max height that somebody can be is 7'5", because there isn't even 50 people in the world who have been 7'5" or taller. There's been only like 48 people in history. I mean, imagine Yao Ming too. He was an inch taller than Taco, or he is since Yao is still alive. And George Mirasan, he's 7'7", off shoes. Like, just imagine standing next to him. Just like, how would it be standing next to Mans? It would be like, hi, my name is Jonathan Isaac. You know, like, you would have to look up at him when, like, the only people who have been in the NBA that are currently alive, from what I know, that'd even be able to workingly sit next to or stand up and not have to look up to George Mirasan. Oh my god, had that gone in, that would have been beautiful. But the only two people that I currently can think of off the top of my head, no, three, are Sean Bradley, Yao Ming, and Taco Fall. Like, anybody who's 7'5" or 7'3" probably and over will be able to look at him, like, without having to look up a lot. They'll have to, like, slightly look up a little bit, but they'll more or less be able to, like, look at him dead on. I mean, Yao Ming won't have much of a problem since technically there's only an inch difference, or not really technically, but there's only about an inch difference between them. And if Yao Ming wears a pair of shoes that are, like, raising his height an inch, then, you know, he'll be dead on the same height as him. I can talk to a lot of my friends without even having to look up a tiny bit. I have to, like, look dead on, because a lot of my friends are about relatively close to the same height as me. Like, they're all, like, 5'7", 5'8", you know, that region. They're all between, like, 5'5" and 5'9", which I fall right in the middle of that. I'm, like, 5'8", so, like, you know. Or they all fall between, like, 5'6" and 5'9". So since I fall right in the middle of that category, I'm, like, right in the perfect area where I don't have to look up or down. I mean, I feel bad for people like my mom. My mom has to look up just to talk to her own son. Like, I have to look down just to talk to my mom, because she's, like, 4'11" and a bit. Like, she's 4'11", so it's like I have to look down to talk to her. Oh, that was a beauty. How is Derrick Rose defending me that much, though? Like, is he a lot better than Jordan? I'm just questioning, like, is he that much better than Jordan? Because I didn't even think Derrick Rose's card was better than Jordan's card. I mean, Bob Pettit is just dominant right now. Like, he is my dogs. Fuck. Derrick Rose is a slashing takeover? Fuck, that's even scarier. I'm gonna have to use Giannis automatic car because, yeah. Alright, I'm only down by one. I mean, I guess I could just try and open up Jordan from the three-point line and then just, like, huck a shot up. But then, you know, Derrick Rose will do the same, and I'll be like, fuck you, Derrick Rose. Like, go back to the Piston style. Go back to being a, you know, pretty good start. Go back to being the best player on your team, but not on this team. Like, to a team that's near the bottom of the West. Or the East, sorry. Like, go back to that, please. Don't be 2011 MVP Derrick Rose. Like, well, I don't know why we double teamed him there, so. I got a nice dunk. If only Derrick Rose had been in the way and, like, I just fucked him. Left ass cheek, but shit. Well, I mean, I guess Giannis was there for a reason, right? I know I shot it from so deep. I mean, I had like a good 3 to 4 feet that I could have used as breathing room. Why didn't you jump, Simmons? You have James Harden defense. AK0. Like, bruh, and you just almost saved the game too. He could have saved the game with that shot. If he had made it, then this possession could be for the lead. Oh my, Giannis can do that shit? Okay, I just need to make sure that they don't score here, which could easily be done with the fact that Derrick Rose is like... Yep. Just don't allow Jordan to continue guarding him. They have like the same speed. And just... Jordan lets Derrick Rose just like... Whoop. I didn't even know Vince Carter was like one of the history leaders in three-pointers. When she talks to you and you're homie, but y'all, and you know, show you time to her. I mean, I don't get it, but Tiger, like, you know, do whatever. Doctor's going to check on his last two patients. Hey guys, what's up, doc? How are you today? Pretty good, how about yourself? Doctor, take these pills. The empty room, rising the patient. Here's the patient the whole time. Seeing Serge Ibaka, who I'm trying to get right now, like, I'm seeing his glow up. That was posted 15 hours ago. So yeah, it was posted on Tuesday, but like, you know, I just jokingly posted it's actually Wednesday on the post. Like, I just commented it's actually Wednesday. I just want to see Jordan just fuck Kevin Durant. I'm sorry to say, but like, I respect him, you know. But like, I just want to see him die. I hate those people who are like complaining about card mistakes that the game makes, but you look at the card and you realize that they didn't actually make a mistake at all. Like, oh man, like on Dwight Howard's spotlight card, it originally used his like older hair, and people are complaining that it isn't his newer hair, that it isn't like how he has like the hair up and stuff. Well, there was a reason for that. His hair right now is like, he look at the card. It's his Orlando Magic card. It's his younger days card. So his Orlando Magic card is going to be a lot different from his card currently, due to the fact that his Orlando Magic card is from 2005, 2006. So back then, he had no hair. He had like practically no hair. Right now, though, he has a lot of hair. But because people were complaining, 2K actually had to make the card different. Like, I'm pretty sure nobody complained about the fact that the number is 12, but that should be another complaint if they're really going to try and make it accurate. So, like, are they going to tell people for the OKC Thunder KD to, like, you know, change to the number 7? I don't think people care about the numbers, but, like, are they going to tell people when, or 2K, when they put the, like, Cavs Kyrie when he had, like, no hair, to, like, bring him the Celtics / his current hair? No, don't do that. It's useless. It's the same hair. Or, like, you're thinking of an older card. It's a throwback card, so you should have his old throwback hair. You know, you shouldn't just be making assumptions that should be his newer hair on an older card. Like, straight up that. The reason why I haven't upgraded that Orlando Magic Dwight Howard is because it's false, but people think it's right. You know, any Orlando Magic card, any card up until this year for Dwight Howard should, like, you know, whatever. Like, get fucked. I literally said at the beginning of the game, Jordan should dunk on Kevin Durant, and he did it, bro. Like, that's his first points, and then, like, he has fucked Kevin Durant there. I'm sorry to say. I mean, like, I like young Kevin Durant, like this card's version, because this is the card where, like, he could dunk, and he wouldn't be like, it'd be like, you know, he'd give you, like, a little smile. He'd give you an innocent, like, he looked like a teenager in his earlier 20s. You know, like, in his MVP years. I pretty much every year in the OKC, I was watching, like, old clips of, like, Kevin Durant in his younger All-Star games. I'm like, he's so normal. He's so young. And, like, it's back when he was on the Thunder. So, like, he looked innocent. When he dunked, like, I saw him do, like, a nasty dunk. And he, you know, at the end of it, he would just, like, he looked back, smiled at the guy. He was like, you know, he pointed at him. And that was, like, the innocent Kevin Durant. But now you see him and you just think, hey, like, you think he's gonna give, like, a creepy laugh. He's like, ah, you know, stuff like that. It's so different seeing Kevin Durant now than back in, like, the earlier 2010s. Like, pretty much every year, 2016 and earlier, Kevin Durant looks like a normal guy. But then 2017 through 2020 All-Star games, he just is a villain. So, like, he isn't as, you know, good as he used to be. Like, he's better. Like, he's definitely a top 5 player, but, like, he's more of a villain. Ben Simmons, Bob Pettit, and Jerry West. That is going to be difficult because somehow they gave Jerry West clamps. Hey, at least I fouled him. Kind of happy that he didn't make the shot. It's like, I'd rather foul than let them make the shot. Because if I foul, then I also have a chance of a steal, which has happened more than you think. How the fuck did I make that? I respect Jerry West too much. Like, I'm sorry, you got dunked on, but like... Kind of got blocked hard there. So, hey, I'll take 1 or 10. I'll take 1 on that since I can afford a tie. Catino, not a really good card.
I can't get mad at trading early and like start freaking out.
Okay, I'm gonna put this trash back there. And then there is Mewtwo. I always give away the code cards in every single video. I never keep them for my. Okay, I'm gonna put this Mewtwo boxes back to back. No shiny Pokemon, not even an ultra rare. Kind of crazy, right? Kind of crazy. Okay, I'm gonna put this trash back there. And then there is Mewtwo. I always give away the code cards in every single video. I never keep them for myself, so if you enjoy a good code card in your life, you know you can always come here on the channel, grab yourself a code card. I'm uploading videos 4 to 5 times every single week, so hit that notification bell right at the bottom of your screen. Get notified as soon as the video goes up. I recommend that because the code cards do go really, really fast, so hit that notification bell. Alright. Will we have a shiny Pokemon in this one? It's a search for a shiny Pokemon at this point. Angry, Slowpoke, Pikachu, Charmander, Voltorb, Energy, Brunswick, Scyther, Jinx, Energy, and an Electrode. Okay, here we go. Next booster pack. Where's the shinies at? I know they're in here somewhere. They gotta be. They gotta be. Alright, next one. We have ourselves a Geodude, Slowpoke, Jigglypuff. Uh-oh, we're in the law. If there's a shiny in here, we have to sing the Jigglypuff song. Caterpie, Energy, Lieutenant Surge's Strategy, Misty's Determination, Jinx, Bill's Analysis, and a Weezing. How many holo rare pulls have we had? One? I mean, that was for Unified Life. Alright, Hidden Face. Oh, wow. I forgot to open up this one from the last box. Lieutenant Surge's Strategy, Misty's Determination, Jinx, Bill's Analysis, and a Weezing. How many holo rare pulls have we had? One? I mean, that was for Unified Life. Alright, Hidden Face. Oh, wow. I forgot to open up this one from the last box. I went straight to Unified Life. It's Monday. My Bill's Analysis. And a Weezing. How many holo rare pulls have we had? One? I mean, that was for Unified Life. Alright,
Okay,
Hidden
Question
Face.
is really bad at 3, so.
Wow. I forgot to open up this one from the last box.
Hold on, you should read this.
It's Monday. So that must be what's up. It's Monday. Okay, what do we have inside of this one? So do we have a shiny Pokemon in this one? Will it find today's video? Psyduck, best Pokemon in the world, Staryu, Slowpoke, Pikachu, Energy, Pokemon Center Lady, Scyther, Magmar, Bill's Analysis, Energy. Did I do the card trick wrong? Is my brain going insane right now? We didn't even have a reverse holo in that one, did we? What is up with? Are these like errors? What is up with this? Energy. I'm just gonna keep going. Do I need to drink water? Am I in a dream right now? I feel like I'm in a dream. Am I in a dream? I have to be. All right, last one. We have ourselves another Mewtwo. Unless there's a shiny Charizard in here, I don't know how you can't win at this point. And there is the pin. Trash. All right, here we go. We have ourselves another Mewtwo. Unless there's a shiny Charizard in here, I don't know how you can't win at this point. And there is the pin. Trash. All right, here we go.
Ooh.
I literally had a loss for words. Code card for all of you lovely people.
Get fucked, Christian.
Love me. Staryu, Jigglypuff, Purloin, Ekans, Energy, Brunswick, Scyther, Jinx, Energy, and a Charmeleon, which is not a rare. Did I? Sorry, sir. I'm speechless. I really am speechless at this point. Copy.
The man actually took his time to do that shit.
Perlal, Peckett, Energy, Rockgrid, Scyther, Jinx, Energy, and a Charmeleon, which is not a rare. Did I find repacks or something? Let's look at these. Were these repacks?
Be honest, you need to go for
Are
a
these seriously
river.
repacks? I don't know if they are or not. They have to be. They seriously have to be. I don't know. I mean, like, this kind of looks like it right here. I literally think, I mean, like, I don't know
I
if they
hate
are
those
or
people
not.
who do that though. Honestly, like if you're a Pokemon collector and you've ever had this happen to you, or you've ever done this, if you've done this, you're a scumbag. If you had this happen to you, I feel sorry. But what people will do with Pokemon is they will like buy a pack, or they'll buy like a bunch of packs. Like specifically, they do this with like boxes, and they'll carefully open it so that they can reseal it. Because usually there's just like a little bit of glue. They'll like use a little knife to cut the glue, just to like make sure it opens up really smoothly without breaking any of the box. Then they'll open up the packs, but they'll open it up from a specific area where they can just barely pull, like where they barely have enough room for the pack being open, that they can like, you know, just barely pull the cards out. They'll pull the cards out. They'll look for the cards. They'll look for specifically the rare card, and they'll look for like the reverse holographic card. And when they find those, they'll take them out and they'll either A, replace them with a personal card that they've had like duplicates of, or B, they'll just completely not replace it with cards they've had duplicates of. They'll just like leave it. They'll put them back in the packs. Then they'll use like a lighter to heat up the plastic and melt it a little bit to reseal it. And then they'll put it back in the box. Then what they'll do is they'll reseal the box by either A, cutting off the glue and then replacing it with their own glue, or B, they'll just use a little heat gun and they'll reheat the glue. They'll pretty much make sure it's re-glued. They'll re-glue the box, and then what they'll do is, and this is like the part that pisses a lot more people off, is the fact that they'll go and return it to the store and just say that they didn't want it. But since it looks like it's been, like, since it looks unsuspicious at first glance, like, the stores won't really go into inspection on it, because most of the people, when they open things that they know they're gonna keep for a fact, they're gonna, like, go reckless and open it. They're gonna open it to a point where, you know, you can't return it. But what these people will do is these scumbags will like do that, return to the store. So like these boxes can cost $20. They'll buy like 10 of them, spend like, you know, $100, $200 on these boxes, and they'll just decide, like, they'll spend tons of money on these boxes, and then they'll return them and say they just didn't want them. So pretty much what they're then doing is the next, like, these stores will then proceed to just, you know, scan them as like in inventory. They'll put them back in their inventory, and then they'll put them out on shelves as soon as they can. So the next person to go and be like, hey, I want this Pokemon box, will get it, and they won't have anything they wanted. Like, pretty much these people probably keep one of these boxes for themselves. They'll keep one for themselves, and they'll keep the promo card. Or no, yeah, they'll keep one for themselves so they can get the promo card. And then they'll leave the promo card, like some of these people, since there's like the online game, some of these people will even just like enter the online code through, like, they'll enter the online code online, get the pack for the online game, and then they'll, like, just pretty much next person to, you know, touch it is just, you know, screwed. They don't get it. Like, you know. Like, these people are just saying a big fat fuck you to the next people who, you know, want to get that box, or who want to get the packs that they do. Now, they don't do it with individual packs, because these single packs, they are only opening through specific ways in which you can't reseal them. Like, there's individuals which are in the packaging, like, you know, they're in a little box packaging, which I think I actually have near me, because I have a pack that I opened a while ago that I just randomly had the garbage for. Okay, right here. So pretty much, this is how people open up packs. These ones are like this, so pretty much you actually have to open it from the back here. There is no other way to do it, and there's no sneaky way to do it. But I still have the pack. I still have the pack here too, which is completely open. But as you can see, like, I have a rip in it. Like, what people will do is they'll open it, so this top part opens up enough to pull the cards out. They'll pull the cards out, and then they'll put it back in. They'll put all the cards except for, like, the 1 or 2 back in, and then they'll seal it through here. They'll put a lighter to it and reseal it, and then give it back to the store and say, I don't want it. Now, of course, the other way they'll do it is they'll do it from the back, so it looks unsuspicious as hell, and they get like $20 or whatever the amount of the pack was, so they don't have to pay for it. I have a new card though, which is, of course, now I just need these ones and Dominic Wilkins. I just want to see what his evolution is. So, to get him to Opal, you need to score 3,000 points, 400 rebounds, 100 blocks, 300 dunks, and 75 games. I'll do that. Like, I'll straight up do that right now. So, I'm going to replace him. I'm going to put him in the spot for Ben Simmons. Let's see his stats. I just want to see some of his stats. She is a reward, so let's like look at it. So he's 6'10". He has 3 Hoff, pogo stick, chase down rush, and rim protector. So not many Hoffs. He has a good driving and standing dunk. He has 98 blocks, so he's good at defense. Overall, though, not a very good card for the fact that he has 3 Hall of Fame badges. Really affects it too. He has 7 Hoffs at the end when he's fully upgraded. He ends up with 7 Hoff. But he's also going to go up a lot in a lot of stats. Like, this is going to be a major upgrade.
They have to be. They seriously have to be. I don't know. I mean, like, this kind of looks like it right here. I literally think I bought repacked Hidden Face booster packs. I literally bought these out of a store, and I think they're repacked. Here's the thing, like, it doesn't feel like there's any glue on it or anything.
Oh,
okay,
shit.
So there's the code card right there. I'm just
Bitch,
gonna go
wait, what?
and see what we have here. Slowpoke, Gollum.
Alright.
And this last one, I don't know, like, it's so suspicious, this looking down, this right here, and just, I am thinking I bought repacks. Let's go grab the Mew boxes. Let's go grab the Mew boxes and
Look how slow he is.
those collection boxes and see what kind of pulls we get inside of these. I'm literally at a loss for words, so let's open this up and try to examine it together.
He is so
and
slow.
See if we got scammed. So, like, you can see, like, I'm opening it up, and it looks like it's normal. That looks like a factory sealed product right there. So what happened?
Needs 100 blocks though.
Someone bought these and then repackaged them and then returned them. And let's open up the bottom so we can see what it looks like down there.
We're just comparing the speed, bro.
I mean, that one looks normal too. Like they all look normal.
Oh right. Shit.
So there is Mew. Like I'm super quiet right now. Like I'm trying to examine this.
I was trying to go for a dunk there.
Okay, so there's the Mew right there. Let's look at the packs. Like, so this right up here kind of concerns me. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like really, it's like kind of stiffed where it looks like maybe it's been repackaged. Like down there, it looks kind of weird too. I don't know if you can see that. All right, let's open this up. Okay.
Go to the center, bro. Fuck.
See what we're at here. Jigglypuff, Pikachu Reverse Hollow, and a Jolteon. So, like,
I'm trying to only score a Surge. Like, he needs 100 dunks. Like, an amount of dunks, which I mean shouldn't be too hard. I mean, I'm just gonna need post dunks.
Inside of this one, we have a... Yeah, see, there's not even a Reverse Hollow inside of that one. There's a Butterfree, that's a rare. What's happened, someone has repacked these. Someone has repacked these. And, yep, 2 energies back to back. Yep, I got scammed, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's a... Tony, blast reflection. My God, that's impressive. Hey, helmet guy, grenade refraction.
Oh yeah, baby.
Sorry, it just happened. What is up, my breaking family? Sending some positive vibes in your direction. And the point of today's video is don't get scammed. So today's Pokemon card opening is a very important one and a very informative one as well. It is something you should be watching out for.
Wait, Surge Ball got a deal with Jordan Brand?
But this information is extra important.
What's up, boss?
So today I'm going to help every single one of you determine the difference between real and fake Pokemon cards and booster packs. Now right here I have a real Pokemon booster pack and then fake Pokemon booster pack. Now Pokemon fans, before we jump straight into this, I gotta say this, do not buy fake Pokemon cards. 1, they don't have any collectability. 2, they have no value. And 3, they look like junk. Always stick to real Pokemon cards. But the point of today's video is you might not even know how to tell the difference between a real and fake Pokemon card. Maybe you are new to collecting Pokemon cards, and I want to help you out. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So the reason why I said that this topic is extra important around this time of year is because a lot of people are buying fresh.
See how much of a boost you get when you go for a layup or a dunk?
Maybe you are one of those people watching right now, which if you are, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. I want to help you.
He's actually shorter than Giannis, but he's like,
real thing for your friend or family.
he's also a lot worse.
So let's go ahead and take a look at it right here. Now I have a lot of examples. These are sealed booster packs right here. I have a lot of examples that we're going to go through in today's video. So hopefully this helps a lot of you out. If it does, please make sure to leave this video a like or you let me know in the comment section down below. So right here we have a real Pokemon booster pack and a fake Pokemon card booster pack. Can you tell the difference right now? Just looking at it before I even say anything, can you tell the difference? This is now of the set Team Up, obviously. You can see it right there on the front, Sun and Moon Team Up. But right here, this one is the fake Pokemon booster pack, and then this one right here is the real Pokemon booster pack. Now, you really can't tell this difference right here through the camera, but one definitely feels a lot different than the other one. This one has a lot of air in it. It's very, very loose. Now, don't forget, this is the fake one right here. This is the real one. It just feels very loose. It feels very flimsy, like it could just pop right open. This one is very sturdy, very well sealed, and it feels like there's a lot of cards in there. This one right here doesn't feel like there's a lot of cards inside this one. So that is tell a slight color difference. This one right here, which is the real Pokemon booster pack, is obviously a lot better when it comes to the color of the booster pack. And this one right here is a little bit more on the faded side, but that won't always be the case. Sometimes they're more on the faded side, and sometimes they're more on the oversaturated side when it comes to color. So I'm always going to keep the fake one on the left and the real one on the right, so I have to keep referring back to it. So, and here is the back of the fake Pokemon booster pack. One thing to
that was a beauty.
a lot of times you will see misspellings on the booster pack or the card itself, where sometimes it doesn't even reference the correct set. So let's take a look at this one right here and see if it references the correct set. Sun and Moon Team Up, yeah, it references it. It's talking about a lot of tag team Pokemon, so yeah, this one is referencing the correct set, but that always won't be the case. Another thing to really watch out for is the price. Yes, the price of Pokemon booster packs. You've heard this saying before, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. If you are seeing booster packs for $1, $1.50, or even $2, most likely it's probably going to be a fake Pokemon booster pack. Now, obviously, make sure you are buying from legit sources like your local card game shop or places like Target or Walmart or GameStop, places like that. You're always going to be guaranteed to get real Pokemon cards. A lot of times you'll find fake Pokemon cards at the
Let's go.
market. And that
Another
is
down.
exactly where I found these fake Pokemon cards right here is at a real Pokemon. Make sure you are buying from legit sources like your local card game shop or places like Target or Walmart or GameStop, places like that. You're always going to be guaranteed to get real Pokemon cards. A lot of times you'll find fake Pokemon cards at a flea market. And that is exactly where I found these fake Pokemon cards right here is at a flea market. They had a deal going on, 2 booster packs for $3. See right there? If it's too good to be true, it probably is. So you can see that's too good of a deal, right? That's way too good of a deal. Booster packs usually are around the $3.99 US dollar price. Let's go ahead and open this one up right here. This is the fake Pokemon booster. Actually, let's open up the real one first. I think that's going to be a lot better. We open up the real one first, and then we open up the fake one. And then we're going to get into booster boxes, too. Fake booster boxes. So, alright. I'm going to do the card trick just like I normally would with a booster pack. This is the real one right here. The one that you want to add to your collection. Paris, Joltik, Blitzel, Enerjam, Metal Goggles, Golduck, Double-A, Shaman Prism card, nice. And hey, a Hollow River, not bad. Not bad at all. And then, of course, the code card right there. Now, here is the fake Pokemon booster pack right here. You can see, look, you see how loose that is right there? All the space in that booster pack? Yeah, not good at all. Okay, so let's go ahead and look, you can even see, like, look at that right there. Let's go ahead and open.
Shirley? Wow, Jennifer Lopez! Did you just attack my village?
The plastic doesn't even feel the same. I mean, look at that. Where did I put that in the plastic? Okay, here we go. I mean,
So I
you
got
can see
8 points,
you really can't tell the difference.
8 or 6 rebounds, 1 block,
So,
2 dunks, 1 game.
and I can already tell the difference. I mean, that is clear as day. It looks like someone printed these on their printer at home. And a lot of the cards are facing the wrong way. Look at that. As we go through, there's one facing the wrong way. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip this over. Look at that. Incineroar GX, obviously a fake. Any ultra rare is going to have that hollow pearl pattern on it. That doesn't even have one. I mean, look at the colors. Look how faded it is. Not good at all.
What time is it? I'm gonna end the stream for a bit, guys.
Charmander,